You're gonna have to give me like 2 more minutes.
Oh my God! What the hell, man?
I'm finishing a poop.
Oh my God! Well, I'm
I
leaving.
tried to get it out before 12.
I got.
I couldn't.
I went 3 times in the window since I talked to you. I kept
Yeah, I
running
know,
back
but
in there.
listen. I had to I was trying to beat the clock here, but I just couldn't. Give me like 5 minutes and I'll call you back.
Oh my God!
I gotta finish the drippings here, get a little wipe in, and we're good.
Oh my
You should
God!
save this recording though. Five
Oh,
minutes.
it's all recorded for your
Goodbye.
posterity. Bye, fat boy.
Goodbye.
There he is. Holy cow!
I'm out here in the frozen tundra of Georgia.
Well, what do you have, an outhouse? What are you What are you talking about? You
I
gotta.
had to throw the garbage out.
Yeah. Oh, listen, man. You said 5 minutes.
You know what?
You're killing me here.
First of all, okay, let me just tell you, I took a dump ski, and it was a little more overwhelming than I thought. I had to get a good wipe in there.
Oh God.
You know, I thought about jumping in the shower real quick. I said, no, I don't want to do that to him.
To him.
You know. Yeah. Look, I got a snowstorm here.
It felt like you took a shower. It's been 15 minutes.
Well, I got a call in between from my boss, so I'll handle that.
All right. So you're
But
just full of
I mean,
excuses today. Just
we
full.
got snow here. We got rain, snow, sleet.
Yeah.
You name it.
Yeah.
You name it, pal.
I don't know what that has to do with
Not-
me. You know
I'm
what?
not living
I'm under a
the
tornado
sunny South
watch.
Florida life.
You don't see
you
me.
really?
You don't see me complaining.
Yeah.
If
It'd be a shame if you got COVID and got hit with a tornado in the same month.
I got renter's insurance.
I'm just saying.
I got renter's insurance. Please destroy all of my shit.
Please.
Please. Just
Oh,
take it all
God.
away. Write me a check. I'm all good.
Start over.
Yeah.
God.
100 times 0 is still 0. You know what I mean?
Still 0. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it had rained here all night last night, and the wind was like hurricane wind. It was like 40 miles an hour. So I was like, oh, we're not going to get the snow. And about 11 o'clock, it snowed for about an hour and a half straight. And now it's kind of raining and snowing at the same time. So the snow didn't stick, though. It was coming down hard, but never stuck.
Yeah. Well,
So,
it looked fat
but,
like you. Like the snow's on the same diet as you are. Big,
it probably is. They
big
eat
fat-
everything you see diet.
big fat flakes drifting down. If
Yeah,
only,
I mean,
if only you melted when you hit the ground.
right. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, because I will tell you this. Yesterday, I had a moment.
Oh boy.
So, look, I had Taco Bell. I don't know why I had Taco Bell, but I had Taco Bell. Big mistake.
Because you hate yourself.
Big mistake.
You're
Right.
180, probably 2 pounds now. Well, 181 after that.
280.
Right.
I wish I was 180.
After that shit, you're probably back down to 281. You're loathing yourself, so you have no respect for yourself. So you're just
Well, let
shoveling
me tell you what
tacos in my
happened,
face. Because because I'm living that same thing here.
So I ate this Taco Bell. I'm sorry, it wasn't even Taco. It was Del Taco. Del Taco. So I ordered Del Taco at about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night for DoorDash. That's how fat I am.
That's fucked
Like,
up. You couldn't even
That's
get in a car and hit a
right.
drive-through.
No. The level of
You had to
fatness is
Pay
I
like $12
DoorDashed it.
to get it fucking delivered to you. Although you probably no tip the fucking delivery guy.
Come on. I got the DoorDash gimmick. I get free delivery, pal.
Oh god.
I've spent like $4,000 on DoorDash in
And
the
it
last
shows.
like 6 months.
And it shows.
So yeah, exactly. So I get this Del Taco and I finish. It's about 12:30 at night. So I'm gonna head upstairs to go to bed. I got on the second step and got the most wicked cramp in my stomach to the point where I literally like doubled over on the stairs.
Yeah.
So like I'm on the second stair, my feet are on the second stair, my hands are on the fourth stair, and I'm like in this like dog position, and the cramping was so bad, I had to literally like fold over onto the stairs and sit down. And I was like, "This is it. This is how I die: eating Del Taco at midnight and dying on my staircase."
Having a fucking either a heart attack or your guts explode on the fucking stairs.
It was definitely my guts. So
you like burst your fucking intestines or your stomach or something.
Well, I dog crawled the whole entire way up the entire staircase because the cramping was so bad I couldn't stand up.
What's wrong with you?
So I get to the top of the stairs and I have to like continue to dog crawl to my thank God the kids didn't open the door. They would have been like, "What are you doing?"
These are the TikToks.
Doubled over.
These are the TikToks we need.
There was no filming a TikTok at that point. I was so injured from the Del Taco.
You need some security cameras in your house to catch these moments.
I had nachos. I had 2 burritos and some French fries.
Mm-hmm.
So I get up to the stairs. I crawl to my room. And I managed to kind of get up in my door frame, and I'm walking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame because I'm hunched over. And I get to the toilet, and I shit for 45 minutes straight, nonstop. Like it never stopped. And the cramping went away, but I was like, "Oh my God! Like this is the level of fatness I've hit. Like this is how fat I've become." It's pretty sickening.
Yeah. I'm
disgusted.
I'm disgusted by it. That's for sure.
I'm disgusted.
Our listeners are probably disgusted. I feel proud that I fought off the urge to get a dozen donuts from Dunkin' this morning. How's that?
Yeah, well, Dunkin's not that good, though.
I mean, here's the thing.
I guess a donut's a donut.
I can spit from my fucking balcony and hit the Dunkin' Donuts.
This is true.
It's basically that close. So it's not literally that close, but it's across the fucking street.
It's close.
So
right.
Yeah,
it's a nice Dunkin' Donuts as well. It's a pretty nice one.
I don't
judge.
A
conference room, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a conference room. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've rented.
We should hold a conference there. We should hold a donut conference.
Press conference.
In the Dunkin' Donuts conference.
We should just podcast from there and have the nice get the nice echo from the big glass wall. That everyone can see.
People can watch us podcast live from the Dunkin' Donuts. Then you can be like, "We are live from Dunkin' Donuts in Davie, Florida."
The 2 homeless people and the woman with 3 kids can watch us fucking.
Right, from the window.
Right.
Yeah. So, you should have got the donuts, pal.
I fought off the urge. I'm not going to say I didn't still eat something today, but I didn't. I didn't go get.
Wasn't a donut.
I didn't go get something and spend money, and be totally self-destructive today. So I don't know what else you want to talk about. But I'm really happy about yesterday's football. I know we've talked a lot of football lately. I know we've talked a lot of American football lately.
The playoffs.
But this week it is. Last week it wasn't.
Yeah, but we were leading up to it.
But take heart, people. There's only a couple weeks left of football season. Then we won't be talking about it for months and months and months. So I was so pleased with the outcome of both of those games because I'm not a Raiders fan, and I'm going to let Billy Fives cool a day or two before I start sending him some
7 minutes and 35 seconds.
You don't have to. You don't have to because I'm going to send him things to agitate him about his Raiders. So I'm going to send him stuff. I'm just waiting a day or two. I don't, there's no reason to be dancing around the rim of the volcano while it's erupting. You might as well wait and let it simmer a little bit. But the other game was just so satisfying.
Oh yeah. For you it was.
As a Dolphins fan who has to share a division with those scumbag Patriots and the low life, they're cheaters and they're there's some low quality fucking people in that organization. I mean, even the owner flies to Orlando to get Asian women to pull on his dick in strip mall massage parlors. So listen, he got arrested for it. So I mean, listen, there's some low rent people in that organization. I went to school in New England for 4 years. I understand what New England is all about. I am not impressed. there's something in the water there. I'm glad that my time was limited and I didn't drink too much from the tap while I was up there. Yeah, they've had such a run of winning, and it's been fucking obnoxious. And I've watched. I mean, you've seen it too. I've watched this phony fan base develop over the last 20 years. It's just. I mean, there's some diehards in there. There's some people that I'm from New England. I root for New England. I get it. Those people, it's like anyone that suffers with a team that doesn't win, and then they start winning. Good for you. You hit the windfall. But most of these people are so spoiled and so used to winning a Super Bowl every other fucking year that anytime they lose a game or they don't make it far enough in a season or whatever, they just are a display of entitlement and spoiled and fair weather fans and disingenuous, and half of them were like, oh well, I'm still a Tom Brady fan, so now I can root for Tampa too. And it's like no, your team is New England. When the guy that won you all those things leaves, and now you are an average team again, and borderline kind of suck again. You're back to reality, back to normalcy, back to remember when it was Tiger against the field, on any golfing weekend, or it was the Patriots against the field for the last 20 years when Tom Brady was there. Welcome back to the field. You're no longer excluded from the field. You are part of the field. And I'm just going to enjoy watching over the next couple of years all these supposed New England fans just jumping ship like rats, just rats off a sinking ship. Because I made this post.
Well, I saw it.
What's his name? Mac. Yeah. He ain't the answer there.
No, I think you're wrong.
Dude, that guy is so average, it's not even funny.
I think you're wrong.
Look. We can get into that later, but compared to a lot of other quarterbacks that came out and didn't have Bill Belichick and that organization and a system behind him, he looks like a hot turd. You can only shine a turd up so much. But also, Bill Belichick ain't going to be there another 10 years. There's no way he's coaching another 10 years. No. And the owner is like 110 years old. What's going to happen there? Like, they're going to sell the team?
Right.
Or is he going to leave it to his kids and then they got to pay those huge taxes? I think there's so much upheaval and change coming to that organization over the next couple of years. And look, it's also like, even if Mac...
You just sound like a bitter Dolphins fan.
No, I'm not bitter. I'm enjoying this. They were one game better than us during the season, and we swept them twice. So how can I be bitter? I'm enjoying the fact that they went to the playoffs and got embarrassed and got sent right the fuck back home like they were in a... it was like a turnstile. They walked into the playoffs and didn't even get off the turnstile and walked back out. That score is
Here's a stat, though. Did you know this?
But hold on. That score was indicative of like if it was the Dolphins trying to squeeze into a wild card playoff round. It was embarrassing, especially if you're one of these entitled, privileged New England spoiled fans.
Oh, God.
So
do you know that the Buffalo Bills had the NFL's first ever perfect offensive game yesterday? No punts, no picks, no fumbles lost, no field goals, all touchdowns on every single drive until they kneeled down against the top 5 defense.
They abused them.
That's pretty intense.
They abused them.
That's pretty wild.
They abused the Patriots. And so I'm just saying, they think they like hit the lottery with Tom Brady. They got the greatest quarterback of all time. The guy exceeded any and all expectations, never got hurt, yada, 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 won them a gazillion rings. They're not going to find another one. That's a once every 50 years you're going to get lucky to have that guy on your team. There might be another one around the corner, but someone else is going to draft him. You're not going to get lucky enough to get your hands on the next one.
Well, they're also not bad enough right now to even be getting good draft picks. They're not that bad. I mean, they're a playoff team.
Well,
They're probably going to stay in that
yeah,
role.
but
I can't see them.
But you say that, but Tom Brady was a sixth-round pick.
He was like a sixth-round pick, right?
Yeah.
But it's different times now. I don't think good quarterbacks don't go to the sixth round anymore. Like it's a different time.
It's debatable. I don't know. It's debatable because people peak at all different times. Some guys peak in college. Some guys peak in the pros. Some guys peak in high school. So, that's.
I'm glad you enjoyed that win. I would like to see Buffalo.
Well, here's the other nice. Right, but here's the other thing about being a sports fan, is that, which I think some people don't understand, is that like your obligation is to root for your team, but also to root almost as vigorously, if not more vigorously, for your rivals, the other teams and your rivals. And the Patriots are in our division; they're a rival. The Jets I always root for the demise of the Jets.
So not the Bills?
I do, but they've been so feckless for so long.
This is true.
And the last time they were good, they went to 4 Super Bowls in a row and lost 4 Super Bowls in a row.
Right.
So you're almost like in the back of your mind, you're thinking they're due one. At some point, they're due. They're due one. They lost 4 in a row. I mean, come on.
Right.
And that was the 90s. Right. That was like the early 90s. So even then, they haven't seen playoffs or Super Bowls in such a long time. That it's like the Jets and like the fucking Dolphins, but to lose 4 in a row, that's like such a thing to hang on. If they had won half of those, they'd be like seen in such a different light. If they had just
agree.
If they'd won 2 of those 4, you're like, oh, they went to 4 Super Bowls in a row and they won 2 of them. Kind of like the Dolphins when they had their run, they had like, what did they had 3 Super Bowl appearances, lost the first one, won the next 2, and then lost the next year in the AFC Championship game.
So they almost made it.
They almost made it 4 years in a row this Super Bowl. They won 2, and 50 years later, it's still the only perfect season. So what do you want to do?
No, I agree. Yeah. I think that's respectable. Yeah, I mean, now what about Cincinnati? So I'm a huge Cincinnati fan right now.
I don't. The only reason
I think Joe Burrow's legit.
But I don't. I'm not a Cincinnati fan. There's nothing about Cincinnati that appeals to me, other than that TikTok guy that does those like 2.5-minute videos that going over the highlights of the games, because he has all these great nicknames for Joe Burrow and that team specifically. When he does his humor, those make me laugh so much. But anyway, I'll get off of this and let you talk a little bit. But my point was that it's my obligation as a Dolphins fan to be pulling, rooting just as hard for Patriots to have lost last night. It's kind of like a hate watching kind of thing. I get it. You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna watch today. You're a Giants fan.
I want the Cowboys to get absolutely murdered today.
And you probably want Philly to be
Eagles
beaten also. So
right. I honestly, there's nothing more I want to see than the 49ers rip the Cowboys a new one today, because to me that's more important than the Eagles, because of all the little fanboys of the Cowboys. Oh, Cowboys, Cowboy Nation, all that stuff. And they suck. They never win. They always choke. I want them to continue to choke, because
they're another one that after the mid '90s hasn't done shit.
They died. Right.
But also
all this Dak and all these Cowboy fans.
A lot of overrated guys on that team. But also the Cowboys and the 49ers have a great playoff rivalry. So it's kind of a historical thing too, which should be interesting.
Right. And I'm tough for the Eagles because I really don't want Tom Brady to fucking continue on his legacy. But I really don't want the Eagles to. Maybe they can just both lose. Is that possible?
No.
No.
One can
in the playoffs, and then
one can lose this week and one can lose the next week.
Hate them both.
I feel like I feel safer with the Patriots, the Buccaneers losing this week, and just get Tom Brady out of there, and then the Eagles, you know,
let's get him out. You don't need him in there anymore.
Eagles will take care of themselves later on. They'll realize that they're still the Eagles.
They're the Eagles, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, well, yeah, I'm excited for football today.
Yeah.
Because it's snowing here and I can't go anywhere, so I'm going to be locked in my house eating myself away.
Well, I've had this weather band that's threatening to hit here. I heard there's been a couple of tornadoes, and when it comes through, I guess it's supposed to cool down to like the high 50s, low 60s.
Oh wow, cold for you guys.
I'll get to open the windows and turn off the air conditioning.
Yeah, we're in the 30s here.
Yes, it's the dead center middle of January. And I had to shut the windows earlier today and turn the air conditioner on because it was just getting a little too hot, too humid here.
Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. Awful. Yeah. So, so besides football.
Oh, well, there's only one other thing that we need to talk about. And we totally forgot to talk about it on the last podcast when it was a little more relevant. Is that just as I've kind of softened my stance a little on Nick Saban and Tom Brady over the last year or two, I have all of a sudden become this humongous Drake guy. I still don't know. I couldn't pick, like, you could be playing a song and I wouldn't know it's Drake. I don't know one. I couldn't pick one, and even his biggest hit, if I heard it, I wouldn't know it's Drake. I know the meme where he's got his hand not interested in the first thing, and then he's looking at the second thing. I know that meme. I know that he played a cripple in Degrassi High. I never saw it, but I know he played a guy in a wheelchair Jimmy or something. But what I now know about Drake, which is the only thing anyone needs to know about Drake, is the legendary hot sauce condom story, which is...
I mean, this is picking up some steam.
Fucking tremendous.
Story.
When we first saw it, I think we were all like, oh, that's a fake story.
Right. It almost doesn't seem real.
It was like, there's no way this is real. This is... Yeah.
Well, tell a story. People may not know the story.
Well, I'm just doing a little setup here, is that, like, you hear a story like this, and it's so out of left field that you're like, this has to be made up. This has to be one of those fake news, clickbait, whatevers, and you're gonna click on it, and it's gonna be the naked dude on the edge of the bed with his big dick hanging there. You know what I mean? It's like that. You know what I mean? But it wasn't. It's a real story. Drake apparently, I don't know how long he's been practicing this, but apparently, when he bangs a chick, obviously wears a condom. He then, before he ties it up and throws it away, he pours hot sauce in with his, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Spunkaroo? His baby batter, his web of life, whatever you want to call it. He pours hot sauce in there, I guess, to kill the sperm. Like, I guess I don't know.
So they don't pull a fast one.
Well, no. Yeah. He's trying to kill the sperm, so none of these girls are going to seize the opportunity to fish it out of a garbage can and empty it back into themselves to try and trap him into a financial baby situation, which is brilliant. Like, good for you. Brilliant. Now, the funny part was the girl fished it out of the trash can and squeezed it in her like a fucking pack of ketchup. And 3 seconds later was like, wow! And I guess she burned herself and had to, did she have to go to see a doctor or a hospital or something?
She must have had to. That's why I think it kind of the news broke.
And now she's threatening to sue him. And it's like, first of all, it's like, there's so many things here, because you're like this chick is suing him because he foiled her attempt to fuck his life over and try and trap him with a baby and finances and 18 years of support payments and all that other horse shit. Which is all her whole agenda for fucking him, apparently, was that if she ended up doing this. 2, it's not like they make white hot sauce. Did she not see that this condom was full of either red or maybe green, because there's those Verde hot sauces?
Right, like she had to have seen that.
And was like shrugged and said, fuck it. You know, like if I saw condom full of like red hot sauce in it, I would think it's like blood or something. And I'd be like, oh, this, thank God this guy was wearing a condom.
Right. But maybe she wasn't even paying attention. She was just, I don't know.
Maybe or maybe it was dark. But I mean, you got to be able to.
First of all, hold on.
You got to be able to see enough to fish it out and to untie it and to do all this other stuff.
But here's the thing: brilliant move by Drake. Brilliant.
I mean, the guy's like a legend as far as I'm concerned. This guy earned so many points in my book.
Like that's all we're talking about, right? Because it's a great move, brilliant. Let's why are we not talking about the fact that this woman was going to take that sperm to try to impregnate herself? Oh, and that's okay? Like,
totally fucking evil. Totally fucking evil. And then like,
what a fucking sick bitch.
And then of God. Like no mental capacity to understand that now she's going to sue him for burning her with hot sauce. Which how badly can you really be burned from hot sauce? When it means you're admitting to trying to entrap someone like that. That's got to be illegal.
Beyond fucked up.
That's got to be illegal, you know?
Right. Beyond fucked up.
Yeah.
But all the videos and memes I keep seeing out there, it's instead of Plan B, it's like Plan B, and you open it and it's a pack of hot sauce and it's got Drake's face on it. Kind of stuff like that.
If Drake doesn't come out with a line of hot sauces in like in the next 7 days, he's missed the opportunity of opportunities. Like I mean, I'd buy a bottle. I don't even care if it tastes bad. I would have to buy a bottle, just not only in solidarity, but just for the pure gimmick of it. For when people come over, like, you got any hot sauce? That's the bottle I'm pulling out.
Right. Oh yeah.
Just to get the cheap pop. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Or everyone's getting a 6-pack of that for fucking the holidays, with a note that says, "Be safe out there."
That and a pack of condoms.
Yeah.
You get a pack of condoms and a bottle of hot sauce.
Oh my God, that's again another
brilliant move.
Like Trojan should like work a deal with him and be like, "Listen, got to get your face on the box. We're going to include a pack of 6 condoms. We'll have 6 of those little fucking like ketchup squirt things, but it'll be hot sauce. We'll work a deal with Tabasco. It's going to be oh my God."
Right.
You know, he would make tens of millions off of this. Or should make tens of millions off of this.
Brilliant. Yeah, gotta respect it. Gotta respect the hustle. For sure. Yeah. So, you know what I really want to talk about? Again, we're going to talk wrestling because I feel like this has to be brought up because I missed this. I didn't even know this happened until today, I think it was, or maybe it was last night. Did Lita come back? Lita from the Hardy Boys. Lita came back to WWE. What did I miss?
I didn't watch either, but I saw like a couple of pictures where I assume she's back to be in that Women's Rumble because they're just. They don't have enough women on the roster.
They have no women.
Especially when some of them are going to be in title matches and stuff.
Right.
But here's the thing. She's already come back. She came back for that like all women's pay-per-view with Trish and her. They had like a one-on-one moment in the thing. I think Mickey had something with Trish too. Or maybe I'm conflating or making one of them up. But Lita's come back already. So this is like, it's like, the first time is a big deal. The third time, it's like tree falling in the woods. Does it make an impact? Does it make a sound? Is it does anyone? Is this selling one ticket?
Right. So here's my thing. Obviously, we're a little bit more old school wrestling fans, and we hate the current WWE product now.
Yeah.
And the nostalgia of like all these people coming back. It used to be cool. It's not cool anymore.
It's cool if they've never been back and you use it and you then make it a surprise. If it's like pre-announced because you're
Right.
trying to sell buys and tickets and whatever else. Is it really exciting? It's
not cool.
No.
Like I get nothing out of that.
And
like,
here's
nothing, the Bellas.
here's another
nothing for me.
right, because they've all come back.
Right.
You know, it's got to be someone like Summer Rae. If they didn't announce her, you would have got a slight pop because she hasn't come back since they cut her.
Right.
Here's another misstep on it, is that on the pay-per-view where you need more women than usual, and you're dipping into the well of nostalgia.
Right.
Why would you then book a mixed couples match on that show too? So that two women that would be pretty cool in the Rumble, Maurice and Beth Phoenix, are in a mixed tag match with their husbands instead of in this women's Rumble.
It makes no sense.
Instead, you're picking up the phone and calling other companies because you don't have enough women for your Rumble.
Right.
So and calling 15-year retired people to come back off the couch.
And I will say though, like I wanted it to be cool. Like I was like
I don't want them to suck. Yeah, of course.
Right, but then I watched the little clip and I'm like, it's Lita. It does nothing for it does nothing for me. Like it doesn't make me want to watch it anymore. I didn't want to watch it in the first place. I don't even know when it is. When is the Royal Rumble?
I think it's been pushed back a week because it's always the week between. It's that off week between the playoffs and the. No. It used to be my birthday weekend, but now it's the week. Right. It's going to be pushed back a week because there's an extra week of NFL. So it's always that off. It's always that week where there's no football before the Super Bowl. So it's going to be pushed back another week. It'll be like, I guess, the first week in February.
Yeah.
The first Sunday.
I don't know. It does nothing for me. I am zero interest in caring about any of these women wrestlers because there's nothing new. Now, if you had somebody new or somebody like if a AEW girl pops out in the room, that's okay. Now you're like, oh, wow.
Well, right. Unannounced. Like Mickie James, if she had come back without being announced, that would have been fantastic.
Then you would have been like, right. Because you would have known that forbidden door was open.
Right, and insisting, and Impact insisting that if you want to borrow her for the night, because she's under contract with us, you must say 5 times during the match that she is the Impact Women's Champion.
Knockouts champion.
Right. Or insist she come to the ring with the belt also, and then have to acknowledge it,
Like, as somebody who, during the Hardys and Lita era, like anybody that's our age, Lita was definitely revolutionary, crazy, cool, wearing the thong out of the pants, doing, moonsaults and swantons and all that stuff was super cool. And she's a legend. It does nothing for me. And it's sad that it doesn't because, as a kid,
Well, it does nothing for me because she's come back a couple times. If this was her first return, it would be pretty cool.
My question is how many kids even know who she is?
I don't know because I don't know what the network does. I don't know if a lot of people are educated with it or if people our age are having their kids watch the good stuff.
Right.
Like from the Attitude Era, and so they're familiar with all these people. I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't know either. Just does nothing for me. That's all.
Well,
I wanted to get that off my chest because I tried watching some clips of NXT and it's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal. It's brutal. AEW all the way.
There you go.
That's it. Fucking brutal. Now, if Lita came to AEW, that'd be a different story. Then you'd be excited, right?
I don't know. No. I think they're fine.
Why not? Because then she would have interactions with people she's never had interactions with before, So I think it's something that's a little different. Now,
I guess although there's a lot of
Jeff Hardy,
there's a lot of women on the WWE roster she's never fucking wrestled before.
There's also a lot of women on the WWE roster I don't care to watch wrestling.
Yeah, but you could see Lita, Becky, Lita, Charlotte, Lita, Sasha, Lita. The top girls. Those are all people she's never faced in the ring, and those are all girls that would probably have a good match with her if she, put a few weeks of training in.
I bet we see Trish announce next. That's my next thing.
But again, Trish has come back and wrestled 3 times. There's no.
It doesn't matter.
Right, and also the fact that like they're not saving anything as a surprise. Can you imagine if all of these things were surprises? You know,
right? They can't because they're struggling. I think to get viewers in, they're doing whatever they can.
Yeah, but it's the wrong way to do things.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Well, yeah, I don't know. Fuck WWE. Yeah, anyway, I really had nothing else today. I gotta tell you. I got nothing else.
That's fine.
Kind of want a sandwich right now.
Yeah, of course you do. You emptied yourself out pretty good. You must be
starving. Look, we started the podcast with a dump, and now we're ending it with food.
Right. It's like 2 of your 3 fucking sticks.
Right.
Yeah. The only
we got the game starting here in 10 minutes.
Right.
You know, I'm snowed in over here.
You're not snowed in. Nothing's stuck.
Nothing's stuck to the ground.
Shut up.
But I got plenty of food.
What an oversell.
I prepared for this moment.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you prepared. Maybe a meteor will hit your house, so it'll pay off.
Fuck you.
Oh shit! All right, well,
that's all I got.
Listen, far be it from me to get between you and your food. Let's. I'm glad we got this done early though, because I didn't want to have to chase you around all day.
I don't want to talk to you the rest of the day.
Yeah, well, that works. That works good. It's a mutual fucking thing. All right, fat boy.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.